to Fattie McFattville Friday.
The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I feed her, the better I feed her, the bigger the figure, the better the figure, the more I can love her. The bigger the figure, the better I like her, the better I like her, the better I...
Everybody, and welcome back to my channel, to my weight loss journey. That was my dog, Nene. That's what she said. I don't know if you heard her. Well, anyway, I want to do my weigh-in first this time because I have a good feeling about it. I have not looked. I do not know what it's going to say. I have refrained myself or refrained from weighing in, whatever it's called. I have not looked. I have not done it, but I have a good feeling. I have walked 6 miles again this week. I always have plans of doing more, but hey, that's really good. That's 3 times a week. I did that last week and this week, and that's what you're supposed to get. Excuse me. 3 times a week, exercise, 30 minutes at a time. And that's what I've done. And it's been 2 miles walked each time in those 30 minutes with the Leslie Sanborn video. I'm still doing it, and I'm getting better at it, lifting those knees and everything. And I have replaced pretty much every day, even at work. I've replaced both of my meals. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Let's do the weigh-in and see. Hopefully, I'm in the 80s. I'll be happy with just a few pounds lost. I always do this. Here we go. Weigh-in time, weigh-in time. It's time to see if anything dropped off of me. Let's see. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Woo. I will so take that. Yes. Okay. Yes. Yay. Yeah. Get the bat wings going. Okay. So close now to be in the 80s. I mean, really. Of course it couldn't give me 289. That's fine. That's okay. I will see you 80s this coming week or the week after. I am getting to those 80s. To the 280s. 80s, here I come. Coming back to the 80s. Like doing a flash dance or something. Thinking of the 80s. But no. 290, that is great. I am so happy with that. Because I have been stuck. Y'all know this. June was just plateau. Blah, bottomed off. But persistence, you guys. If anything we're talking about today is persistence. It pays off. Keep going, don't stop. Keep going, don't stop. It's for real. Even if you're not seeing on the scale or feeling that those results are coming soon enough. But they will come soon enough. Clearly, they will come if you just keep going at it consistently every single day. And even if you fell off on one day, get back off. Dust yourself off and get right back on the very next day. We talked about that with setbacks. Don't let a setback because this plateau could be a setback to me. It really could have threw me off the course and made me gain weight, and I really didn't want to do that at all. So last Friday it said 295, which I've been stuck around 296, 7, 295, all of those, 294. It's been just kind of stuck in one of those. The scale would always say at least one of those. Finally, I knew it, and it has to do with getting my butt in gear last week and this week together. It's not just been this week what I've done. I know that for sure because I just knew that I knew last Friday. Y'all hear the rain? Here it comes, big time. I knew last Friday that I thought I'd see major weightage come off on the scale, and it didn't. So I knew it was coming soon. And if I would stay persistent and stay on the course this week, and maybe even take it up another notch, then I would really see it. And I did. This is what I did. I went back to my old way of dieting that has worked for me, and clearly that's what is working. Even if I hit a plateau, I just need to increase some of it to get over it, and then it will level off again. So I'm seeing a pattern here. I'm understanding it. I'm getting it. So I went back to my Atkins shakes for breakfast. I drink it about 8 o'clock in the morning, my drive into work. Then I don't drink the next one till 12 to 1. So I give that 4 hours because it's supposed to curb your appetite. Slim Fast or Atkins shakes, any of those protein meal shakes supposed to curb your appetite for 4 hours. So I give it the 4 hours. And I'm really not that hungry at that time anyhow, but I go ahead and drink it so I can get through the rest of my day. So this is what I've done, because y'all know how I struggle with not eating the lunch at work, because we stop. I do maid service. If you're new here, new subscriber, don't know what I've talked about in the past, I do maid service, so we stop and have lunch at almost the same restaurants every day. We have a handful that we go to in the areas that we're at, and we just like those places, so we go eat there. This week, except one time at Sonny's, I got the salad bar and only got one plate of the salad. So I did have that for lunch one day. But the other days, I have not ate lunch, and I have sat in a restaurant while they order. I get a water and I'll drink my shake. I did eat a meal bar one time, or I just don't have anything but water. And I wait, because it's always 11 o'clock when we go eat lunch. 11:30, and that's still a little bit too early for me. I wait closer to 1 o'clock-ish, so I wait. And that is so hard, because I don't want to sit out in the car. That's our break time. So, and I don't want them to feel like they can't eat their food. That's just our routine we've done. So I go in, and I sit there while they eat their food, but we conversate, and I'm okay with it. It's a little awkward, was at first, but I think now it's okay. What's really awkward, can I vent here a minute, is when the waiters and waitresses, or the people, if you do order it up at the counter, and they say, "You're not eating?" Because I've been coming for so long, and a lot of them know who I am. "You're not eating anything today? Why not? What's wrong? Are you okay? You're not, what are you having? You're not eating anything? Where's your food?" Constant. And I'm just like, it's just a reminder that I can't have it, or just kind of embarrassing. Like, yeah, why did you come in here and you're not eating? That's just how it is. It's just certain things you do have to overcome. It's just, here's another little vent, too. Side note. Things people say to fat people, or things people say to people trying to lose weight, or who has lost a good bit of weight. Here's a kicker. You know, I have been on this diet since January, and I have now lost 56, 57 pounds. Okay? It's a good bit. Good bit. Okay? At least I think so. And then no one in my normal day-to-day that I see, and I don't see these people every day. I see them maybe once a week, every other week, some once a month. No one has said, "Are you losing weight?" I haven't got that comment yet. It's like, "Oh, you're looking good, you're losing weight." Not once. And then the people who are closer to me have said, oh yeah, I can tell that you have lost weight in your face. Have I lost 57 pounds in my face? Was my head that big? Like, was my face, was my undercarriage here of my neck that engulfed? Was it that big? No, of course it wasn't. I did not lose 57 pounds just in my face. I've lost it in my stomach. I've lost it in my arms. I've lost it in my chest, in my legs, even in my feet, my hands. It has not just been in my face. So here's just one thing for people. If you're not an overweight person, which most people who watch my channel are on a weight loss journey, but if you are not, just be careful, be considerate of what you say to those who are on a weight loss journey, especially if they've lost a lot of weight. Don't just say I can see it in your face. Say you look good, whether you think they do or not. Try to encourage one another is what I'm trying to get at. Please encourage one another, because that stuff just irks me. Just irks me. Or when people do lose weight and they lose a tremendous amount, and they were bigger people, yes, they were tremendously fat, but you don't get the right to say that. You don't get the right to say, they were so huge, they were ginormous. And then I see the people and I'm like, about my size they were? Was I elephant size when I started this? Thank you. So just be courteous of how you say certain things about people. And that can be in anything, not even just weight loss. But yeah, I do hate that phrase of, yeah, I can tell in your face that you've lost 57 pounds. I had a fat head, I'll tell you that. I had a big old fat one, I'll tell you. But anyway, so I have upped my game this week, and the exercising has made me feel so good. And that I'm like in my head saying, I'm finally doing it. It's finally clicking. And her video is something I can work with. It's something I can do. And do it only in 30 minutes. In that 30 minutes with her, just listening to her, giving instruction, and the motions are so easy. I can do it. And before I know it, that 30 minutes is done. And it says, you have walked 2 miles. And I'm like, and I sweat. Oh, I sweat profusely, which is good, good, good. My poor dog is coughing. So it's good. You need to sweat every day. Every day. And exercise and get to that next level. If you're at the place where you can't even get up and march because you're doing a lot with your legs on that video, do it sitting down. Do it sitting in your chair. Get you some little weights. I do it with weights, so I'm going to get slim and trim and fit on my arms. I want to do the best I can with having flab left or loose skin, which I'm okay with. I'd rather have loose skin than be the overweightness that I was. So I want to try to do what I can. So I'm holding 3-pound weights in each hands while I am walking on this certain video that I do by Leslie. It's just her by herself. And you lift them up this way. And if you can't get out of your chair yet, or you have leg problems or knee problems, start with stuff like that and just move your feet a little bit where you sit. It adds up. It adds up, and then before you know it, you'll be able to sit up and rise up and do those exercises. You just do baby steps. Whatever you can do is better than doing nothing. Nothing. And I'm talking to myself, guys. Always talking to myself, because here I am. This is July, the 7th month, and it's took me this long to let exercise click in and find something that I know I can do and will do it, and it doesn't take a whole hour, and I feel like this is never going to end. Excuse me. Because that's been my problem when I'm doing it. When it gets to that tough point where you're breathing really heavy and it's hard and you're sweating and your legs are starting to hurt, I want to give up. I want to stop. And I'm by myself. I have no one at that moment to hold me accountable. It's just me, myself, and I. So I have to keep going. And with her video, I can. Because then if there's too many too many knee lifts, Sorry. Still getting over my sickness. If there's too many knee lifts, I could just start marching in place then, instead of doing those knee lifts, as many as she's doing. And then eventually I'll get there. And this last time I did it, I did all of them. Every last one of them. And I was like, yes, I did it. I did it. It felt so good. Felt so good. Ooh, thunder. So I did up my game, and that helped. So here we are at 290. I cannot believe it. Very soon I will hit 60 pounds gone. I am so excited. It feels so good. So don't stop. So, because what I'm feeling right now, because I didn't feel that way last month. I was getting a little depressed. You know, I talked about it. I was getting a little down and feeling, am I ever going to get over this another hump? And this month just didn't see minusing. It didn't see it coming off. But here I am out of it for this round. I could get into another round. That's okay. But eventually I'll get over the humps and humps each time they happen. Easier. If you just stay on the course, you will get there. You will get there. Even if it's a pound every 2 weeks or a couple pounds a month. As long as you don't go backwards. I haven't gone backwards, thank you, Lord. Thank God that I have not. And that doesn't make me better than anybody else, because my journey is far from being over. And I could go backwards some. And because we all fail. And it's okay. But as long as, like I said, don't throw out the car for one flat tire. You just replace that one tire and keep going. And don't drive in the rearview mirror. You got to look forward to drive. To move forward, you got to look forward. Isn't that right? All right, I think that's all I needed to say today. I just wanted to check in with everybody. And I just felt good this week. Even though I have been sick, I've had some chest congestion and and this daggone cough. But it's getting better, even though I may not sound that good. But I did have body chills and a little bit of fever, and I don't have that anymore. And boy, it was running. My nose was running so bad. My eyes were, I mean, they're a little bit right now. It's because I'm coughing. But I still do have a little bit of congestion in my chest, which always does concern me. So please keep me in your prayers. Because these summer colds, they're getting everybody. I've went to some people's houses, and they've had them too. So it's been that time. It's been that time to get a little summer cold. We all get them every now and again. But I just get a little nervous when it gets down into my chest. But I'm taking care of myself. Going to go turn my humidifier on in just a little while again. And breathe in them vapors, and that steam does good for you. All right, everybody. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your encouragement and holding me accountable. I'll tell you that. That's what I need. And stay the course, everybody. Be persistent. Don't give up. Never, never give up. No matter how long it takes, we will get there and we will make it. Love you all. Bye-bye.